Hello, thank you for tuning in. I'm Cindy, and this is Yoga in the Spirit of Health. And today I'm going to do another dedicated asana or posture pose, and it's going to be Trikonasana, which is the triangle pose. So I'm starting out in a standing posture. Again, we focus on mountain. Always build our foundation before we expand our inner building and our outer building. So we stand in Tadasana. Again, we have the hula hoop distance around us. Beautiful energy field all around you. Feeling good. Life is good. We're here together. Work the feet out just a little bit. Hip distance apart, fist distance apart. And there you go. You just kind of settle into your mojo there. Where's your drishti? What you looking at? And this is triangle pose that we're going to do. And actually, before we get started, I'm going to grab several yoga blocks. I'm going to put them right down there. And you can do the same if you'd like. So we're back in Tadasana. Refined my foundation. So we're going to start triangle pose, focusing on the core. Energy in the center. Hands come to the belly. Toes are wide open. Feeling confident, feeling good. Another deep breath. On the exhale, arms will extend out. You step 50, 50. Some people jump to the sides. What I don't want you to do is step 50, 50. I want it to be right in the center of the mountain. You extend out one leg, then the other. You can always wiggle them out, pull them back in, whatever. You start at the center, go half and half. So you're wide-legged, nice wide leg pose. Knees are bendable. Bring that in some so you can see. And the knees are bendable. You don't want them to exceed the toes. Another example of do not exceed your toes with your knees, because the toes knows. So we're going to turn the right foot out, and then I like to kind of toe it out a bit. We're going to kick that left heel out. And you might want to do this on a yoga mat too, to get a little bit of grip, a little bit of traction. So think about that right thigh. How's that feel? Once you're there, bring yourself back to center. So just as if you're standing on both legs straight down, but you're not, you're there. Envision you have rock climbing gear on, and it's attached to the ceiling, to the wherever you're attached to in the rock world. Another deep breath. Starting at the center, exhaling it out, pausing a moment, arching the back, tucking the tailbone slightly. See if your arms are even as they can be for you. Straighten that right knee and feel the inner thigh stretch when you go from a bent to a straight point. Another deep breath. On the exhale, we're going to bring that right arm down, kind of pivot that left hip out a little bit. Left arm, it's just like a fulcrum. It's going to come on down and come on up at the same time. If you're using a block, put it right there. Place it right there. And think about what's going on with that left arm. Left arm is lifted. If you feel like it, you can bring it down midway. The block goes a little bit shorter. Bring it on down. A little bit more. Bring it on down. Always breathing. A drishti here is vital. You can also go without the block. You can go fingertips, knuckles, open fingered fists. You can cup it, or you can keep the hand off the floor if you want, aligning that right elbow with your right knee. And once you get there, I'm going to use this. Once you get there, breathing deeply, stretch that left arm up just as straight as you can safely go. Everybody's shoulders are different. That left heel is kicked out. Another deep breath. On the exhale, when you go to push, pull up and push yourself up. Deep breath. Exhale it down. We're going to pivot that right foot. Left heel pivots. You're back to a wide stance. Able to do that? Very nice. Not too wide, not too close. There's just this sweet spot that you begin to identify over time when you do this. So you'll know if you feel stable in it. Another deep breath. Exhale, hands come to center, solar plexus, inner sunshine. Nice deep breath, arms extend out, pivot on that left, kick out the right heel, adjust the fulcrum. And bend that left knee if you want a little bit. Actually, you should, because that's what we did last side. Bending and straightening, feeling that inside of that left thigh muscle. And on the next deep breath, exhale slowly. Left arm comes down, right arm is right in line with it, okay? Right in the same line. We'll bring it down, we'll find our block, place it however you did on the other side. Oh, and the other arm goes up straight as you can. I've had a shoulder injury, so my right arm will not do what my left arm did. But I work on it. I work on it. Stretch it out, reach it up, fingertips lift for the sky. Always breathing. Let the rib cage open. Another deep breath, lifting, pulling up first with the right hand. Come out straight. Arms will come down. You've pivoted, so the feet are in line. You can also take your blocks, extend it further out. That's why I like to do it on a carpet, because my feet will slide if I want them to. We're going to bring our hands down and find your blocks. And just stretch. Arching the back a little bit, the lower back arches, kind of pooching the tailbone up toward the sky. Arms are straight. We're just going to bend. One knee, then the other. Never exceeding the toes. The toes, nose, never exceed. Stretching that inner thigh. It's a real hard area to reach sometimes in the fitness world, so this deep stretch really gets it. Remember too, you can go down further if you want. You can have flat hands. You can have knuckles, cups, up, or even tall. Tall is nice. Let it get further out. Oh. Right now my legs are out 100% of what they're willing to do. Always breathing. Oh. You know when you reached your max, when you know you can't straighten the knees much without it feeling a little dodgy. So you go where you can. And then to come out of this, we're going to heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Ragdoll up. Step 50-50. How are your wrists? Let's reach and grab one. Give it a little squeeze. Grab the other one. Where are you feeling it? I feel it in my wrists. What I don't feel is any shoulder pain, so I'm glad about that. I fell really hard on my right shoulder years ago, and it's never complied with what the left side will do. But that's all right. Let's shake it. Shake some of that excess energy that we've stirred up. Shake it. And just like in Tai Chi or Qigong, they do this. With the analogy of a jar of baking flour, and you tap it to flatten the flour down further and further into the jar. This does that to your chi. And with that, I'm going to close and thank you again for watching. And I hope you enjoy all my videos and everything. With that, I will close and say namaste.